Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. This is Alrence, a licensed real estate sales agent in New York City. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos like this about New York City real estate market. And today's video is all about new developments. What is a new development and what should you expect if you want to buy one? Also, should you consider buying a new development? So let's first define what is a new development. A new development or new construction can definitely be very exciting to buyers. If you're someone who does not have the patience to renovate your space, or if you are someone who wants to buy a brand new home, and if you want to be the first one to live there and everything has been laid out for you, you might be the person who fits a new development buyer. The amenities in a new development are also one of a kind, and you don't usually find it in a lot of resale apartments. But you need to take note that new developments is very different from a resale transaction. To better understand the whole picture, you need to stay with me all throughout this video so you don't miss anything. If you are someone who's interested in buying a new development, you need to be aware of these factors so that you know that you are really a great fit for a new development transaction. First is the closing costs. New developments, closing costs can get really expensive compared to a resale transaction. This is because buyers here can typically pay the fees that sellers normally pay in a resale transaction, like transfer tax and seller attorney fees. Closing costs can be estimated 2% more than resale, which is a significant amount. Second is the timeline and the contract deposit amount. Most of the time, closing for new developments is just an estimate. Developers may be able to push the closing a few months than expected for a new development. Make sure that if you are buying a new development that your closing dates can be really flexible, because you can't rely on the closing dates that's given to you by the developer because it can be sooner or later. Deposits for new developments can be 10 to 20% after you sign the contract. This is not refundable and will be kept until closing. Third is that if you are buying with a buyer's broker, which I tell you is a must, you must let them contact the developer first. In a resale transaction, most of the time, it's not an issue if you go there by yourself or you contact the listing agent and just tell them that you have a broker once you're interested with the property. In new developments, for you to be able to be represented, which works 100% on your benefit, you need to tell your broker first and let them the first one to reach out. If you happen to be the first contact, they won't honor your broker. So make sure that you be very careful with this one. The fourth one is about financing. Mortgage in new developments can be harder to obtain. Most of the time, the banks would like the building to be at least 50% sold before they lend money. And because of this reason, new developments has their preferred banker when it comes to these transactions. This lender knows the in and outs of new developments and can lend even before more than half of the requirement of the building sold is reached. You need to be very careful with this one and check the rates. It can happen if you're really early in the process, let's say before 51% of the building is sold. Some of the building sponsors would rather just let you apply with their preferred lender. Fourth is that if you are early in the process, you won't be able to visit the building itself. New developments will typically have a showroom that shows the materials that the building will be using. It's great because even if it's off-site, you can have a great feel of the building itself. You can kind of experience how your apartment will look like once the construction is finished. Most of the time, they're staged, so you can really imagine how you can furnish and design your apartment. However, if you come closer as the construction is almost done, you'll be able to at least walk to the apartment that you're considering to buy. Fifth is the developer research. It's a good practice to research the past projects, reputation, and the quality of the work of the developer. This way, you'll feel more confident based on your findings if they can really do a good job in the building of your choice. There's a lot of articles out there reviewing their past work and clients' feedback. Is the result close to what is expected? Things like that you can really know if you do a good research of the developers. 7 is that you need to look at the advantages or disadvantages of buying a new development too early or too late in the process. The advantage of buying early is that you'll get more choices and more discounts. You will have access to more floor plans, and you can really play around with the views and exposures that works for you best. The developers at this stage would like more closings, so they tend to be flexible around this time. They want contracts to be signed, to be able to show lenders that sales are happening and people are interested in this building. It will also be the time that they will be able to gauge how the building is perceived by the market. And then from here, they can make a decision to whether or not raise the prices for the next batch of units that are going to be released. So let's see the disadvantage of buying early in the process. The disadvantage of buying early is that you can be left with a signed contract. If the project does not go well or is not well perceived by the market, financing-wise, it will be harder to obtain a mortgage. And also, for that very reason that the project is still in the works, it will be risky for the banks to lend because the project may go the other way. Another disadvantage also in buying early in the process is that you will be making a decision based on the floor plans and on the showroom that you went to. If you're someone who wants to feel and see, the apartment before making a decision, it can be difficult for you. But if you decide to wait until the project is almost wrapped up, you may have a chance to do a hard hat walkthrough to be able to feel the unit yourself. You need to remember though that around this time, the prices can get more expensive than the initial price. So there you have it, the things that you need to know in buying a new development in New York City. Are you a buyer thinking of getting into new development? Is new development the kind of lifestyle that you've always dreamed of? If yes, give me a call and my contact is on the description box below. I'll be happy to help you and guide you through the process of buying a new development. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I hope you find this video very helpful. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe at the end of my video.